Let's now talk about the 4 different hashtag types. I already mentioned them here. I wrote them down because we have the low search volume hashtag, so this category. We have the trending category hashtag, and we have the personal one. And of course, the most often used one, the popular type. And we will discuss them in this video. Let's at first start with the personal one. And this is in connection to the last video, so it goes hand in hand with this one because I talked about community hashtags. A community hashtag could be, in my case, for example, hashtag finance army, hashtag finance squad, or even more personal, like Toby Talk Squad, because Toby Talk is my YouTube name and also my previous name basically. So you can decide on 1 or 2 community hashtags. I would only choose 1 because it makes no sense to have several different personal hashtags that nobody besides your community is searching for. But of course it makes sense to have 1 here, let's say finance army, to have a better community connection, which is important because people know that they can use this hashtag to tell other people that they are part of your community, which is of course very good. So here I would only use 1 or 2. The next hashtag type is the trending one. And this of course is not stable. So this one changes pretty often. As the name says, it's only for trending topics, but of course it helps you because people like trends. For that, I would recommend you to use the Google Trends tool, which is just typing in trends.google.com. Then you have here this search bar where you can search for a specific term or topic. So you choose your topic, which is in my case, for example, finance, stock market, stocks, or let's say other financial topics. And then I type them in. Let's say finance, and then search for the term. Okay. And then I can decide on the country. In this case, I only want the United States. I can search for the timeline, the time range, which is, let's say, last 90 days to get a better overview about trends. So it makes no sense to have 5 years because 1 year wouldn't be a trend. So just, let's say, 90 days. Categories if I need that. And also web search or YouTube, Google Shopping, news search, image search. So this is only for Google, of course, but we can use it also for Instagram. And here we see, okay, the word finance is not very trendy, but very steady. We would also see related topics that have a big increase, for example, yield finance, plus 60%, but also related queries like stock market game with 1,100 increase, which is of course very high. So I could choose this name, stock market game, and look it up on Instagram to see if there is, yes, okay, there is a hashtag which is currently trending. We can also check that by taking a look at the most recent posts. If we see here that the last, let's say, 10 posts are all posted in the last minute, then this of course is a very trendy one because everybody posts in here. But now we see, okay, the last one was 13 hours ago, so not that trendy, to be honest. But you should check that. Okay, if this is not a perfect topic for us, then we search for another topic, let's say stock. And here we also see, okay, not very trendy, but steady. Let's say last 30 days. Yeah, okay. Even a decrease, so this makes no sense, but FTX stock, this is a good keyword, which is currently having a big increase. Let's search for that. Only 4 posts on Instagram, so that makes also no sense. Okay, then, alright, this is also not the perfect one for us. Maybe you also have something in mind. For example, in the stock market, there's always big news about stocks like Tesla or Apple, or maybe if you talk about cryptocurrency, there's maybe Dogecoin or other stuff nobody really cares about but is speaking about, and then you could use these hashtags if they are related to your post, of course. Okay, so trending hashtags, I would also use 1 or 2, of course only if you find something. If not, then okay. And the other ones, low search volume and popular, you can use about 7 each. Then you have in total about 15 to 16 hashtags, which is my personal maximum. Because I learned that if you really use the maximum amount, which is 30 hashtags, so you can use 0 to 30, then it's too much text, and Instagram doesn't like too much text without people reading it. So decrease the number of hashtags, but really analyze them. Okay, this is done. Then let's search for some keywords here. We can look up some competitors to see what they are using. For example, this one, Stock Market Lab. This is just an example. So you should do that with a bit more detail and go through 20 competitors you know and know that they perform well. And then we can click on a post and see if they're using keywords, if they're using hashtags, and if so, which ones they are using. But to be honest, this guy only has about 140 likes, which is really not good and isn't using hashtags at all, which is really not good with that follower base. Let's search for finance. Personal Finance Club, this guy I know. And here we have some hashtags, for example, business, marketing, learning. Okay, this is not really stock market driven. Here, this one is. And here we have learn to invest. Okay, personal finance, mutual funds, index funds, inexpensive and wealth. So really only 5 to 7 hashtags, which is also possible. I do this myself, but really, really good ones. Learn to invest. Okay, with 62,000 posts, personal finance with 2.4 million posts, index funds with 142, and wealth with 15 million. So you see that popular and low search volume really depends on your topic, because I know some topics with even more posts, for example, dog. So dog and cat related keywords are of course even more here. Dogs of Instagram with 300 million posts, which is amazing. But if you use one of these, you can really forget the reach because nobody will find you in this mess. So this makes no sense. It makes clearly no sense to post here unless you are really a big account with a lot of reach without hashtags, because then you might have the chance to be displayed in the top posts, and this brings a lot of reach, of course. So I would say low search volume is, of course, depending on your topic, but 1 to 20k posts, and everything above 20 is popular. So this one here is popular with 142 posts. And we can also go in there and search for other keywords here. And that is your next thing to do. So really make a hashtag strategy for yourself. You can use this one by using 7711, which is okay. There is another way which I will show you in the next video, but you can also start by doing it like I'm currently doing it, with only 5 to 6 really precise keywords. That is also a possibility, but then you have to be even better by choosing the right keywords, because if you then only use popular ones, nobody will find you. If you're only using personal ones, nobody will find you. So really get to know hashtags, get to know your competitors, and get to know the hashtag search volume in your niche from your topic. And then you can make your own hashtags strategy.